Alright, back here with another video. Listen, let's get right down to it with Eagles versus the Rams Sunday night. I'm surprised it wasn't flexed or fixed to 1 o'clock, 4 o'clock. I don't know if that's going to happen yet or what's going on with that. But a lot of the Eagles fans have us winning this game. Now, I will say this. I'll definitely be here before Christmas, okay? But Merry Christmas to everyone, just in case anything happens. Anything could happen, you know? Even to the trolls and even to the haters. Or Happy Holidays, because I don't know what the hell you guys are, but I celebrate Christmas, so Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays to the rest of you. Even some of the Cowboys fans were calling me homers. Call me a homer this week because of some of the calls that were blatant missed calls. But if you watch any of my videos or me throughout history, you can tell I'm not a homer at all. A lot of the Eagles fans have us winning this game. It's like, oh, it's going to be an upset, this and that. Listen, they could pull it off, but I thought the upset that they could pull off was the Saints game. And the reason I say that was because the Saints were let for a trap game, and I didn't think they were. I thought they were all that, but I thought if we could just get on offense and just run the ball a lot, keep the ball out of Breeze's hands, and do certain things. We did do that early and we messed up, but that's a different game. Now you see the Saints, they struggled against the Cowboys, lost. They almost lost to the Bucs, but came back and won. Okay, but they did lose to the Bucs earlier this year, but still whatever. The Rams though, they're coming off a loss against the Bears in Chicago in that cold weather. Now, if this game was played in Philadelphia, I would maybe say, hey, maybe there's a slightest bit of chance that we got a chance of winning this. But our offense has been lackluster all year. It's been up and down. They do great in the second half, and then bad and, all types of stuff. And now Carson Wentz is hurt. So Nick Foles gets thrust back into the lineup. People will love to compare it to last year, where Carson Wentz got hurt against the Rams week 14 in LA, and Nick Foles came in, even though we already had the score on the board, Foles just finished it out and then went on to his little run, had a win against the Giants, the Raiders. Played terrible against the Raiders, but still whatever. Cowboys played terrible, but it was a meaningless game. We lost that game. Went to the playoffs. He played terrible against Atlanta in the first half. Played decent in the second half of that playoff run. Then played great in the NFC title game against the Vikings. Then played great against New England. Tom Brady and the Patriots, or Belichick and the Patriots, I should say. But I'm not going to, get on this high horse like, oh, he's in the game now, so, he's going to do the same exact thing, because it's almost the same setup. Wentz gets hurt. He comes in. L.A. Rams in L.A., etc., etc. And I know Wentz is a competitor. I know he wanted to play in this game more than anything. The second closest game he wanted to play in this was the Super Bowl. I think the first was the Super Bowl. The second was this. The reason why I say that is because that's where he tore his ACL and ended his season, his MVP season, and he probably would have been playing in the Super Bowl. Was in L.A. against the Rams. He wanted revenge. He wanted to go into L.A., play L.A., and beat them. No matter if the playoffs are out the line or out the picture or not. He just wanted to do what he had to do. But it's like the same scenario. But I'm not comparing it because this defense is not the same. Offense is not the same. And, as I said, I give mad credit to Nick Foles. As you guys see, I have his jersey hanging on the wall over there, signed by, met the guy. And this was back in 2013, going into 2014 season. I met the guy and got his autograph signed, paid like $250 just to get it signed, or some stupid number like that, which was ridiculous at the King of Prussia Mall. But what? That was after his 27-2 season. But okay. Look, I hope they win this game. I really do. And I hope Nick Foles plays well. I really do. But one thing about this Eagles fan base, there's only a certain number of them, not all of them, but they're trying to and Wentz and try to make this big controversy. It's like, there's no controversy here. Wentz is a great quarterback. Foles got hot at the right time and did pretty well. If you guys don't remember, he did play 2 games this season, and he did not play good. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. People are prisoner of the moment and forget about what actually happened this season. He played 2 games this season. It was not good. But I do think, for some reason, in my mind, even though I do not think we would win this game, for some reason I'd be like, I would not be shocked. Sunday Night Football, the Super Bowl MVP of Super Bowl 52, is out there on the field. Carson Wentz is hurt, and Foles balls out. That's the funny thing about Nick Foles in his whole career. Whether he was here with Michael Vick, which he was, Vick gets hurt, he comes in, balls out, 27-2 season. Then he's actually named the starter, played like shit in 2014. Mark Sanchez comes in, plays pretty well, kept playing. Then Foles got traded for Bradford, etc., etc. Then Foles was a starter, full-time starter with the Rams, got benched for Case. Was it Case Keenum? I can't remember who, but he got benched. Then he was contemplating retirement or whatever the hell, went to Kansas City. Alex Smith got hurt out of nowhere. He came in, played a few games. I think he won 1 or 2, lost 2, whatever the hell it was. Alex Smith came back, of course, because he was established quarterback. He was the guy they had at the time. He comes back to Philly. Carson Wentz, who was perfectly fine, gets hurt last year. He comes in and wins the Super Bowl. Once again, he's still our backup, still second-string quarterback. Carson Wentz gets hurt again. He comes in, and now he's starting again. It's pretty odd every time he's on a team that somehow the starter gets hurt. Almost in Philly, it's almost like that. But every time he's named the actual starter, he fumbles. He crumbles under pressure. Of that pressure of just being the starter and knowing that every week you're getting the first team snaps, this and that. But right now and last year, he had no pressure because no one expected a damn thing from him. But I will say this. This video was against the Rams. You know what? We'll see what happens that game. I'm not predicting nothing. I mean, I could see us maybe doing something, but the Rams need wins to keep up with the Saints, in their little who gets the first seed type thing. And the Rams just play piss poor against the Bears. They are missing Cooper Kupp. It's obvious. Jared Goff has not looked the same over the past few games since the guy has left. Let's keep it real. Turnovers have been a little bit of an issue for him. And Gurley's still been great, but they kind of shut him down last week against the Bears. Shut him down, and what happened is you saw Jared Goff, no running back, no play action to come off of. Balls just getting thrown all over the place, interceptions. And if we could do that, which I don't think we can because Gurley's a better back than Zeke, we couldn't really stop Zeke or Saquon Barkley. How the hell are we going to stop Todd Gurley? Okay, but I will say this. Let me get to this real quick. This is the most important thing. We're talking about the Eagles medical staff. There's a big thing going on about Wentz's back got hurt and how it's been hurt for almost a month now or several weeks. But the staff never came out. And told him his results on the scan they gave him. They just gave him the okay to play. So the guy played basically with a ruptured disc or whatever, a fractured disc, whatever you call it, fractured tibia, whatever fibula, whatever the hell it was, and also still playing on one leg on the ACL, still not playing on that back foot or that front foot when he drops into his passes, still just giving all arm. So when you're giving all arm throws, that's your back. You're throwing with, boom, like that. It's all your arm and your back, no leg, because he's not putting any pressure on it to step into his throws. As you guys have seen, his mechanics have dropped since then. And it's like, wow. So the medical staff put this guy out there. Now let's keep it real. When Wentz came back, first game against the Colts, looked like the old Wentz. Ran for a first down, spun out of a guy, ran for a first down. I think it was second or something, or third and something. Broke multiple tackles, was making these tough passes. Panthers, same thing. Titans game, same thing. Even though we didn't even win, he looked great. Panthers looked great. Jaguars, first half looked shaky. came back, looked great. Then out of nowhere, the past few weeks, he started looking shaky, lackluster, overthrowing people. And it was like, what the hell is this? And I know in his own head, he was like, what the hell is this? And it's like, wow. This whole time, this guy had a messed up back for over a month. And plus the knee, and the medical staff of the Eagles did not tell him that. Until now that we're basically almost eliminated from the playoffs. They go, hey, yeah, his back, whatever, he's done for the season. Just shut him down. And now they said there's friction within, talking about the locker room, because all the other players looking like, yo, what's up with us? Darren Sproles' injury took way too long. First, he had a hamstring injury, supposed to return in practice when he's supposed to return after missing week 1. I think it was like week 8 or something like that. He's supposed to return. Comes back to practice, bam, hamstring again. Goes back to the injury reserve. Now comes off the Redskins game. Now he's finally able to play. Jalen Mills. Oh, he's perfectly fine. He's okay. Out of nowhere now. Out for the season. Weeks later. The medical staff is terrible and needs to be fired. And I'll tell you right now, if this does affect Winston's career, which now he's going to come back next year completely healthy. Back, knee, ACL, MCL, all of it. And this guy is maybe scared to take hits or scared to run. If I was him, I have a big issue with that medical staff. I'm not going to say sue them, but, these guys are terrible. They should all be fired. Lawyers should definitely investigate the situation. The NFL should maybe investigate the situation. That's a franchise guy right there. That's the guy that should be us for next 10 years if healthy. And he's out there already playing, injured, not even knowing he's injured. That's just my take on that. But let's go Birds. Let's see what happens. Hope you guys have a good one. And hopefully, Nick Foles can pull out something. I don't know if he will. We'll see. Go Birds.